I did it again. There is another fish here in this fish room that's new to the fish room, obviously. And I wasn't really counting on getting this fish. I wasn't really prepared to have this fish, and that's very unusual for me. Normally, when I get a new fish, I am prepared for it, I've planned for it, I've researched about it. This is a fish that I currently keep, so it's not like it's a fish that I've never experienced before. But I wasn't really prepared to take this fish, but I just had to take it due to some circumstances. I got another mud skipper. Now, I do find it funny that people are having a hard time finding mud skippers all over the place, and they just kind of come to me. I do have my African mud skippers, I have my Indian mud skippers. You know the story about where I got an Indian mud skipper in Colorado and brought it all the way back to California. Well, I got another mud skipper. The new mud skipper that I got is an African mud skipper, so it is like the ones that we have in this paludarium next to me over here on the left. Now, I do know that these are hard to get because a lot of you are messaging me all the time, commenting on my videos, sending me messages, emailing me, you're sending me DMs and Instagram, asking me where to get mud skippers. I talked to one of the sellers of mud skippers in the United States, talked to them on the phone, and they said, yes, Zenzo, you pretty much single-handedly made it difficult for people to get mud skippers here because everyone was buying them up once you made your videos. So they remembered me when I bought mine, and a year and a half ago we were talking. So anyway, they just kind of happened to come to me, and I love them, and I couldn't pass this one up. What happened is somebody reached out to me on Instagram, someone local here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and shared with me that they are moving and that they would not be able to take their mud skipper with them when they were moving, and would I be able to take that mud skipper and give it a good home? And I said, yes, absolutely, I will take it. Not knowing kind of where it would go, but just knew that I was equipped to handle mud skippers. I have a lot of experience with mud skippers, obviously, and taking care of brackish water, etc. So I was at the gym, and this younger person, this young kid, had this mud skipper, brought it to me in a mason jar. His mom drove him to meet me at the gym, and I took the if you follow me on Instagram, you already saw this mud skipper in the squat rack at the gym. So anyway, so I brought the mud skipper into the gym and then finished my workout and then brought it home. Now, right now, the mud skipper is in quarantine. I've talked about, you know, quarantining brackish fish before, specifically mud skippers, because they do not live a lot of their life in the water. They spend a lot of time out of the water, so it's hard to medicate them. So it is currently separated just so that I can observe it for several weeks. Now, there's another problem that I have with this mud skipper, and I really don't know what to do, and this is why I'm not really prepared to take it into one of my other situations. So normally, if you have a fish, you do a quarantine, and then once that fish is okay to be with other fish, you put it in the tank with the other ones, just like I did with the Indian mud skipper over here, the one that I brought from Colorado. Quarantined it for a couple of weeks, observed it, put it in with the others. It's doing fantastic. This is an African mud skipper. I can't put it in that tank. I can't put it in there because it's too large. African mud skippers are much larger than Indian mud skippers, and what will happen as the African mud skipper gets larger, it can and will eat the smaller mud skipper. They'll pretty much eat anything that will fit in their mouth. I've had these African mud skippers eat full-size guppies before, like it was just like a little apple. So I could not put it in there, or I can't put it in there in the future. The other problem is that this African mud skipper is kind of a runt. It's kind of a small mud skipper, much smaller than the small one that I have in here, which has actually gotten quite large. So I can't put it in here either. I would be worried about it getting bullied. I would be worried about even possibly trying to become someone's meal. A couple of the large bull mud skippers in here are huge. I mean, these guys, some of them, a couple of them are maybe 7 or so inches long and about as fat as a hot dog. So they're big, and they could possibly try to eat this smaller mud skipper or definitely harass it, and I just can't have that situation. So I did set up a temporary 10-gallon tank. I took some rocks from another brackish tank and put it in there. I'd actually took it from my my brackish green spotted puffer tank, put that in there because it had bacteria and everything on it. I took a sponge filter that I had in another tank, put it in there, took some substrate from the puffer tank, the brackish puffer tank, and put it in there. So we've got lots of bacteria, made some brackish water, so it is in there and it is fine. Made a little island out of styrofoam as well. So it's fine right now. It's eating. I've been feeding it bloodworms. It is super, super shy. Normally the mud skippers, once they get to know me, and when I walk up to the tank, they will jump up and sit on the rock and ask for food. Even the new Indian mud skipper that we got from Colorado, after towards the second week, when it saw me come into the fish room and towards the tank, it would basically not get off of the rock. It would sit still and just let me pretty much almost touch it and feed it. And because it knew I was the giver of food. Well, this one doesn't do that yet. It is super skittish and super kind of hiding, but it's only been a few days, so I'm gonna give it some time. But I don't know what to do. I might have to just set up a whole nother tank for this mud skipper. I'm not sure. I do have a couple options down here. Down below here, we've got some situations where we could possibly do kind of a makeshift brackish tank for this mud skipper if need be. So I do have that option. But anyway, this little guy came to me, and I just had to take it. Obviously, there's not a lot of people that can take care of these, or hard to find people that can take care of them. So I wanted to take it and give it a good home. Now, I do have some super exciting news that is related to mud skippers, and that's coming up in the near future. It might even happen by the time this video comes out. I don't know. This is one of the biggest things that's ever happened to me in the fish keeping hobby. I talked about this in another video, and it's big news. So it is mud skipper related. I will be sharing it as I'm allowed to, as soon as I make sure that I've got the green light to say something about it. But anyway, just wanted to share with you guys that we do have a new addition to this fish room, another mud skipper, and I'm super happy to have it here in my fish room under my care. And we'll figure out what to do with them and make sure that we've got a nice home set up for it in the near future. If you are one of those people that have been trying to get mud skippers, if you're one of those people that have been messaging me, comment down below and tell me how long you've been trying to get mud skippers, because I see it all the time. Or if you have one, tell me where you got it, how long you've had it, what's your experience like keeping them, because I do like hearing about other people keeping these amazing fish. They are fascinating, and they are something that I really do enjoy in the hobby. Before we go, I'm going to grab the camera real quick, and we're going to go around the corner, and I'm going to show you something that's new to me, new to the fish room. I just set it up a couple of days ago, and I think I made a big mistake setting it up, so it's not working out perfectly right now. I wanted to make a whole nother video about it. Actually, you know what? I will make a whole nother video about it. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you can hear about my little secret science experiment that's around the corner here that we'll be talking about in the near future. So all right for now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.